I'm going to have videos, long form videos going up every day on YouTube, Rumble, Odyssey, maybe TikTok too. I'm going to look into what it would take to schedule that and automate that. And in addition to doing that, that would accomplish just simply taking advantage of the attention that I already have and developing on the ideas that I already am developing on. Because ultimately, I'm not simply trying to get attention. I'm trying to get attention to very unique and specific ideas, which is very challenging because people are habitual. So in order to introduce novelty, I have to develop a habitual base of people who are interested in what I'm doing for whatever reason they're interested in what I'm doing, which is what I already have. And then I must introduce novelty into that while maintaining consistency so that I can... Well, I mean, that's what I'm doing, basically, and that's what's working. That's actually just what I'm doing. I don't know if that's the only way to do it, but fundamentally, it makes me feel like I'm doing the most, and it does seem to be having an effect. Oh, this is interesting. I hope I look back on this and I think, wow, I'm so grateful that this all worked the way I thought it was going to. And that'd be really cool, and I'm totally going to quote myself if that does happen because of just how epic that would be. And that's why I'm even doing this, just for the opportunity to quote myself as having done this. And fundamentally, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, I can't control the effect that what I'm doing has, but I can control what I'm doing. So when I continually do these videos, I can control that. I can control consistently releasing, like right now I'm releasing 2 different kinds of shorts every day, committedly, and then like often other types of shorts. And I'll talk a little bit about that because it's actually kind of gunking up my brain. It might be good for me to talk about it. So the shorts that I've been making span everything from thoughts about enlightenment, religion, God, the nature of truth, and my own experience, to reaction videos to commercials for whatever the heck I find interesting. So they're really like this internet recording commentary type stand-up reel thing. Like, I don't know. I just started making them because I was watching a lot of reels. I believe in them. I do believe in reaction videos. I believe in shorts. And I was ultimately experimenting. Some of those have blown up. Some of those are my most viewed videos, which is crazy. Because it's like... So that's where it's interesting. Because I started thinking about this in the context of just... Well, I'm listening to this person talk, so now I'm just going to talk into my phone and spend like... But then after, I spend like 30 minutes uploading it to like every platform, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that more efficiently because that's taking a lot of time. But it's like fine because I just work all the time, whenever I'm not sleeping or resting or eating. But like I'll meditate, which is, I don't know, like I'm 27. It's like I think that things can be problems, but things can also just be epic. Like, I like it. Like, I get a lot of dopamine out of... I think that this is, like, I'm not open to anyone who wants to suggest that, like, oh, you're a workaholic, you shouldn't do this, da 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 da. Like, I tried to, like, live a balanced life, and it nearly killed me. I'm just not made for it. I'm really not made for a balanced life. Like, I don't like it. I'd rather, like, do, like, breath of fire breathing exercises and then do push-ups until my arms feel like they're gonna, like, fall off. And then I'm going to see what combinations of foods and walking help me recover the fastest. And then I'm going to do that again. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to be doing research and reading like The Count of Monte Cristo and looking into like defense contractors and like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, this is what makes me feel alive. Like, I don't honestly enjoy doing other stuff. Like, and then like, I guess like I like fighting, archery, hiking, traveling is cool. But like art museums, I like museums. Like, I like this is neat. This is just something people have built that I'm walking around with my stick. But I like walking with a stick because this is fun. I can do this, which is like a grip exercise, circles, it's all sorts of things. And then I'm talking and making these videos. I have resistance to making these videos, but I like overcoming the resistance. Like, I'm just interested in playing the game more and more and more and more, and like involving my children in doing that, and involving like anyone who wants to be involved, who has the proclivity toward these things, to be involved in doing this. Because I find it cool. Like, I find my environment to be high mountain huts and combat sports gyms and like just like these like little like these like fringe places that are like full of people trying to like find something, some sort of truth. Libraries, like I'm interested, like that's kind of what I do. I don't know, other people do other things. If I drank alcohol, it would just kill me. Like, I don't know, like it doesn't inspire me. Like, I remember when I was like 22, 23, my wife and I would like go out to like bars sometimes for dates, and we were literally, so we'd be going out to like bars for dates. We'd literally be like drinking like a Moscow Mule or something. I remember just thinking like, what a waste of time this is. Like, I'm just sitting at this thing, intoxicating myself. Oh, there's bars behind me, so people are hopefully going to get offended, but I'm speaking softly and carrying a big stick, so probably not. It's gesturing for me to go. But basically, it's just kind of a miserable experience. Like, I'm going to slow down my cadence so I can get some different adaptations from walking, but it's sort of a miserable experience because at least like the alcohol makes me feel terrible, and then the environment is so non-conducive to life that it just kind of stinks. So I much prefer, like, right now, like my daughter and I love walking around here, and she'll just go talk to people, she'll go play, she'll go introduce herself, she'll go do all of these things, and ultimately that's kind of like what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, that's what I was doing too. Okay. I
It
just
is?
want to be in your video.
You do?
Yeah.
You want to say hi? Come say hi. That's
Yeah.
fine.
Hi, so that's what I was doing too, All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boosting the vibe.
Yeah, but my hair isn't as perfect as yours, so whatever.
Aw, well, thank you.
Yeah. Hit me with the stick.
No, thank you.
Bye.
Take care. That's fun. But you see, like, it's fun. So, like, that's, like, literally what I'm doing. Is, like, I'm the same energy level. Is just walking around and, like, interacting. But it's a higher energy level thing, and I'm ultimately doing that through the internet as well. And because I've decided to write a book. I've decided that I'm not merely going to allow others to distribute what I produce, but I'm going to distribute what I produce myself. So I must do my own marketing. I must communicate to the public that which I provide, and do that. Like, that's got to be something I do, Like, I can't just make a supplement and expect people to know about it and buy it. I can't just write a book and expect people to know about it. I have to, like, actually get out there and do all these forms of marketing. And I think that these videos, insofar as they appeal to, they're interesting. Like, they capture my reasoning. They're interesting to me. They capture my reasoning in how I'm building what I'm building, Week to Warrior, and some pretty impressive stuff. And like the supplement company so far, and ultimately the video library where I've built the course on insomnia, and the webinars that I've done. Just the webinars and the course alone, I'd want those to go on my gravestone. Those are really, really impressive things. So just that. Ultimately, I'm gonna go walk back to the car and get some water and then maybe start another video. But ultimately that, and but if I want to do anything else, if I want people to know about whatever I'm doing, I have to just make content. Like Voltaire, for instance. Voltaire decided he wanted to be a man of ideas. And Voltaire wrote like 20,000 letters and papers, and like it was like in like the tens, like 5 to 6 digits or more of publications. Same with Mozart. Like if you want to do anything and you don't want to just be a lucky son of a gun, you gotta produce ideas, because ideas are kind of thin, you know? I mean, it's not that they're not worth a lot, but like, you gotta really work the ideas, because otherwise people aren't gonna get it for a few hundred years. So ultimately, there's varying ideas conveyed by different sorts of videos that I produce. Like the fact that I produce videos every day conveys a certain level of consistency. The fact that I produce variations of the same kind, like the quote of the day and the taking over the world videos, are another sort of consistency and mission, and those convey a certain philosophy in their own way, and those provide opportunities for conveying other things and giving introductions to certain ways that I think and certain things, and that's fun. And then in addition to that, there's the long form videos, and then there's long form videos coming out every single day, which conveys a certain level of brain metabolism to simply be able to produce that much coherent speech about these high level topics. And then on top of that, I want to have scheduled Nietzsche videos, because I'm training my ability to execute at a high level. Right now, I'm fundamentally doing a health practice in walking, but I'm also pushing my brain. Like my brain is being pushed to develop its ability to explain things, because that is what I'm demanding of it. I'm demanding that my brain explain things for hours a day, some days, and that is demanding. I mean, that's just simply demanding to do. It's like doing hundreds and hundreds of push-ups every single day, which I also do. Hundreds of squats, hundreds of steps, hundreds of arrows. Like, this is, again, like conveying my philosophy. And I do that to train my ability to, like right now, I've had an episode of insomnia brought on by just, not really bad insomnia, but just my sleep got dysregulated again because it's been fragile. And then I was just like on a prolonged trip to Florida and changing habits and whatever. So now I'm like back on track and I can get back to writing the book. But like, ultimately, I don't feel like I've lost. I can kind of get over writer's block by training myself to continually produce ideas. Like, I'm not relying on some form of inspiration. Because if I get stuck, like, I don't even treat it as getting stuck. Like right now you could say like I'm stuck, but I'm like, I'm not even, like, I'm just making videos walking, which is going to have its own benefits for my brain function because I'm walking. That has metabolic benefits. I'm breathing, I'm relaxing, I'm taking in my environment, I'm interacting with people, and ultimately doing all of these things. I'm crossing the street right now. Doing all of these things relaxes me. Like, this is not something I'm going to feel super exhausted from it. I think I could probably make like 3-4 videos a day, every day, in perpetuity. Like, I mean, like, maybe at points in time I have to like take time off or something because like just things come up and like family vacations and like I'm traveling and like, you know, there's just days I can't do all of my habits the way I'd like to, which is why I have to do them on other days. But I think this is highly sustainable in the same way that my other daily video series are highly sustainable. And I want to make the Nietzsche one stable, coming out every day, and publish that whole book. And then in addition to that, come out with a series of videos on my supplements every day, simply to test how the response is to that, all the while optimizing for the lifestyle that produces the most efficient production of videos while measuring the result of doing this. 27. So I've got like time. I mean, I'm not saying I've got like insane amounts of time, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think ultimately, yeah, I think I'm planning on having time, and having said time, I do have time. I fundamentally needed, like, time is an essential component, I think, to any proper business. I don't think you can run a business without time. If you're completely pressed for time, it's like being broke. It's like being exhausted in a wrestling match. It's like losing. Like, you're just effed. Like, you have no more time. Like, I have, like, running out of time in chess. Like, you need time to make decisions and maneuver and allow things to mature. And now, I guess now that I have this time component and I have this slow growth, I'm like, slow growth is great growth. You know, I love slow growth. So I'm like, now let's see what other things can happen. Like, can I get slow growth in the area of attention to the supplements? Because ultimately, like, I don't need the supplements to make money right now. I just want to make them available. And if the supplements make enough money, I can develop enzyme supplements, probiotic supplements, more advanced supplements. That would be super interesting. I'd love like a specific carnivore probiotic and enzyme supplement. That would be pretty sick. But that's going to take... So there's just other things that are kind of like in the works. And I'm like, okay, like, let me see, can I make these videos communicating the supplements? How about the book? And then I'm kind of like, okay, well, I am getting throttled on YouTube, at least. Like Rumble, I just started uploading videos on Rumble, and I get hundreds of views in every video on Rumble, and barely any on YouTube. Like, and it's, I've looked into it, and it's like, it appears that I'm being restricted on YouTube, or at least not broadcast. And Rumble's broadcasting me though, and then YouTube, like, I have videos, like, the shorts are getting a lot of views. So I'm just kind of like putting all this out there and increasing the volume at which I put it out there, because I know that it's getting viewed. So I'm like, okay, ultimately this stuff is getting viewed, and that's having some sort of an effect. So if I increase the amount of views by increasing the content, the distribution of the content, and the coherency and consistency of the content, and the volume of the content at the same time, while still developing other projects on the side, because like, this is not currently making me any money. I mean, I'm getting like a little bit of, like, Rumble's paid me like 93 cents for views, but I'm not making anything off of views. So this is all investment into like book sales, into understanding how I could drive book sales in a manner that I could then use the books to drive attention to my online presence that forces traffic, or in-person events, or like, I am absolutely, thank you, I am absolutely determined to continue on this path, and it's working. So I'm like, okay, well, I don't really need to change anything fundamentally. Again, slow growth is good growth. I can just continue to grow in this particular manner. And if I can accelerate that growth in any way, then, I mean, I guess like I've made money off of like people contacting me through YouTube in the past, but not really recently, which is interesting. Like, I wonder why that is. Like, if my insomnia content, because it's getting shared a lot. Maybe the course is just working because the course is getting a lot of views. I don't really know. I'm going to look into this and like share more details on this, because I don't view a lot of this information as like proprietary. Like, oh my God, I can't tell people about this, because I think that what I'm doing is more, and what we're all doing with these social media apps is more akin to mapping out metabolic regions of the collective unconscious that reach a threshold where they feel the need to communicate to other regions via the internet. And ultimately, I'm kind of an explorer in that. Like, this is very new. I'm very much an explorer in that process. And being an explorer in that process, I am reporting back honestly what I'm finding from these algorithms and from publishing videos, and that is simply part of what interests me in this whole matter. So that's what I'm going to share. And like, again, I mean, that again appears to be working, so I'm just going to continue doing this because this is building my own skills and it's working and I enjoy it, and it allows me to develop ideas that will allow me to test other things that I could do and also enjoy. So that's also really cool. And I would encourage anyone who's interested in business to consider doing something of the same thing. It's very effective.